Well, the ones at the feed store are usually about 2 to 3 days old. They actually ship them in the mail, believe it or not.
Okay.
That's a really good way. You can mail order baby chicks online from all the hatcheries as well. Maybe if there's a special breed that you're looking for that lays a cool color egg, that's a good way to get some really interesting chickens. But most of the local feed and seed dealers do carry baby chicks in the spring. Before you bring them home, you do want to set up what's called a brooder area. And that can be as simple as a big Rubbermaid tote or a stock tank or even just a cardboard circle with some high walls. You want a good bedding material in the bottom of your brooder. Anytime chicks have a slick surface where they slip around quite a bit, they can actually strain their ligaments and they can go lame from that. So you want something with a good footing. I use this pine wood chip. That works really well and it keeps things clean in there. You also want to get some chick size feeders and waterers. This is a waterer and it just screws onto a mason jar, and all of the seed and feed dealers or pet shops that you're buying chicks at should have these. You're also going to want to get some grit. Now, chicks don't have teeth, right? Chickens don't have teeth either. They have a gizzard and they actually need little rocks, or in this case oyster shells, to help them grind up their food so that they can digest it. So this is a chick grit, and they make a larger size grit for the full-size hens, and all of your feed stores should carry this as well. And what you want to do is just have a little dish of this out for them at all times. You also want to get a sack of medicated chick starter or unmedicated chick starter if you're trying to do them organic. For a dozen chicks, 50 pounds should be an adequate amount of chick starter feed, but you do want to use chick starter and not something like layer feed or scratch grains, because that chick starter is going to be a higher protein. And if you think about it, those chicks are growing very quickly. In about 6 weeks, they look like a full-grown bird. So you do want to have that higher protein so that they're able to get their feathers and grow properly. So within that brooder, you do need a heat source for them until they get their feathers. I like using what's called a ceramic heat bulb instead of a heat lamp. What this is it heats up too. It's got a little heat coil in it, and this is very hard to break. So if a chick flies up, it might shatter a glass light bulb, and that could start a fire hazard. These things are great. They're fire safe. They heat up. And you want to set this above the chicks so that they have a good range of temperatures, and it should be about 95 degrees directly underneath it. If your chicks are bunched up underneath the heat source, it's too cold and you need to lower it or turn it up. If they're out towards the edges, it's too hot, but if they're all around in the brooder, then it's just right.